Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Joseph Toomey with Elevated Virtual Tours, and I'm going to show you why Cloudpano is the only virtual tour software that I use and why it's the best tool if you're looking for a great side hustle or starting your own virtual tour business. Quick story, about a year ago I was working at a ski resort as a lifty, and I spent a lot of time in a lifty shack just kind of pondering ways I could start a side hustle, ways I could start a business. And I started poking around YouTube, and I came across a video that said that you could make a grip of money by just pressing a button, and that led me into 360 virtual tours. And so I got my first 360 camera and I started noodling around the ski resort with it, and that was all fine and well. And then it came to finding my virtual tour software, and there's a handful to pick from. And I started trying a few. A lot of them had offered demos and free versions, and all of them were pretty well complicated and cumbersome to use efficiently and quickly until I found Cloudpano. With Cloudpano, it felt like I was flying versus crawling with the others, with a simple, powerful user interface and with all the same features that the other guys had, plus some they don't. Cloudpano is just a breeze to use. The Pro Plus version is jam-packed with features for your every marketing need. It's very reasonably priced. I was able to get my ROI back in just 2 gigs, and I bet I could get it back in 1 now. I made my very first tour of a shack at that ski resort, and this year I went back and shot the whole resort, which I'll use as an example to show you some of the features that Cloudpano has to offer. Okay, so now we're in the Cloudpano Dashboard. This is where you're going to find your tours, and you're going to be able to edit and view all your tours in this dashboard. This is also where you can create a new tour, you can create a new collection, you can manage your Google Street View tours. I have Pro Plus, so I get unlimited, but Cloudpano offers 3 free basic tours to get you started. So let's click on Nordic Valley Ski Resort. Okay, so now we're in here. We can move the picture. This is a 360 panoramic picture of a ski resort. So now we're in the editor. On the left-hand side, you have all these menu options. It's basically your toolbox for what you want to do with your tour. In here, you can enter contact person, phone number, email. You can add the URL or street address, that sort of thing. And in here is where you can add extra scenes or sort through your scenes, which kind of helps keeping organized while you're building the tours. So in your brand kit, you can add a custom logo. I just added this one for reference, and when you go to see the preview, you'll see it pops up in the left hand corner, and boy, that looks good. You can also change the theme if you want a more modern theme for your bottom bar when you're viewing. So that kind of changes the look of the bottom bar here as you're going through every picture. And you can also set up a white label URL if you wanted to remove all the Cloudpano branding and have all your own branding. Cloudpano does offer floor plans. You can order custom floor plans from a specialist, or you can upload your own. They also offer lead generation right here. You just enable it right here, and you can use a promotional picture, and you can send leads to an email and have information about what you're asking. You can request information, all that good stuff. Also, in settings here, you can set your privacy level, and you can also import the address right here and add Google Analytics to prove your ROI to any client that you may have. And one of my personal favorite features is adding music. There might not be one for me, maybe this one. So you can see how zen that can kind of get. And you can even add your own song right here. You can choose from your own library. And Cloudpano is very customizable in a lot of different ways. You can always show hotspot titles, enable thumbnails, ribbon. If I disable that, then when I go to preview the thumbnails at the bottom, they won't show. And that's kind of convenient if you just are going for a visual experience. You can play sound when clicking hotspots. That kind of gives it a reactive feel. It feels like you're reacting to the tour. You can display the tour as a tiny planet, which kind of looks like that. You kind of give you that warpy look. You can lock horizon view, which makes it so you can only go a certain distance up or down. You can auto hide hotspots when click scene. That'll just get rid of the clutter of hotspots on your tour. You can always hide share button on viewer if you don't want anyone sharing your tour. They also have what's called Cloudpano Live, which is kind of like your Zoom live call with a customer or a client to just look at the tour together and go over things. And in that, you can draw kind of around things and kind of take someone on a tour within a tour. They also have options for a team. You can create a team with other people that you have Cloudpano accounts. I don't have a team, but if anybody wants to be my team, come holler at me. Another cool feature is if you click this little button down here on your tour, it'll automatically import pictures into Google Street View, where you can then come in here and edit the format of all your pictures on Google Maps itself, and it'll automatically upload to Google Maps underneath the particular property that you're making a tour for, which I think is really, really cool. Okay, so typically I would start with a panel like this, somewhere where I can get like kind of a main menu feel, somewhere where I can view. So with this tour, being as it's a ski resort, I'll kind of want to be able to show the lodge, show the lift, show the other lift, show all the lifts. And then I can go in here and add what's called a link hotspot. So I'll go over here. This is the Apollo lift. I'm just going to click right there. And in here, you can kind of choose what kind of color and what kind of hotspot you want. I typically just go with white. You can change the scale. That'll lower or raise the size of this within the tour. And you can also add a title or use the title of the destination scene, which I guess I can because I have labeled it. So Apollo lift. And then you can also rotate the look of the hotspot. So kind of some options for customization. And then what I want to do here is enable automatic link back generation. And what that'll do is when I make this a hotspot, it'll automatically, when you're in this hotspot, have an option for a bubble for this menu screen. So now that I've done that, we can go over here, shoot over there, and now I have this little button already there. So all I gotta do is just kind of drag it over to about where I had it, and then it was about right here. So now we can click back and forth from those two. Pretty cool, very fast. Now let's do another one. Let's go to just this main parking lot. Excellent. And there you have it. Yet another one left right here for me to just kind of quickly drag right over here. So fast and easy. Now, in here you can add a nadir, which is basically like your logo. And in here, if you want to, you can add your link, and you can do custom nadirs. So I have my nadir right here, and you can add a bunch, whatever you want. You can rotate the direction you want it. Say I want it flying down the parking lot. Very cool. That way everybody knows, and then you can apply it to all scenes apparently. So that's really cool too. They're always updating and changing things. Their team is very productive and new. And Zach Calhoun has a bunch of information out there to help you with anything that you could ever really want to do with virtual tours. They have a whole virtual tour profit Facebook group, which is really, really helpful for anybody trying to make a business with 360 virtual tours. So also, if you wanted to, you can add an info spot. So this is the lodge, right? And this is like our ticket office at the lodge. So maybe I want tickets. We'll just go to Nordic Valley Ski Resort. And actually, we could probably just go back to online lift tickets. Let's copy that link address. In here, you can add a hyperlink. Say online tickets. Add the hyperlink. And now, when I save this, it'll open in a new window. And you can do other things other than a hyperlink, but that's just what I'm doing. But you can do a short description, you can do an image, you can do a thorough description, which is a big paragraph, or you can do a pop-up HTML window, which might be helpful in this situation, but I'm just going to do hyperlink. So now, here's an information box. Let's do a preview real quick. Okay, so now, while we're in the tour, you can click on that, and of course it brings you to the online lift tickets. This is very, very helpful for businesses and properties. I even go as far as to make a YouTube video of a tour, and then you can also post that as an info spot, and then while they're in the tour, say on your website, they can click on that and it'll bring up a YouTube video and show them a real video of a tour of the place or any sort of more information that you would ever want. So there you have it. That was just a handful of things that Cloudpano is capable of. I think my favorite feature is the info spots because it really helped you tell a story about a location, a property, or an experience. So thank you very much. I hope you guys go try Cloudpano. Try out those 3 free basic tours. Get a feel for it. Tell me what you think. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, could you please leave a like and subscribe? It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And if you didn't like it, please leave a comment below explaining why, and I'll try to do better next time. If you want to try out Cloudpano, hit the link in the description below. I recommend getting the Pro Plus version to take advantage of the most powerful features that they offer. And if you make virtual tours, drop a comment below. Tell me what software you use. Tell me what's your favorite feature you could not live without. Thanks for watching. See ya.